Hello, my sexy and beautiful people of the internet. My name is Diego, also known as the Chilean Retro Gamer, and welcome back to Non-Serious Gaming, continuing with my little special of my first PC gaming memories. I'm gonna be playing, as you can see, Mario and Luigi for DOS. This is a game that came out in 1994, and I actually played it back then in 98, I believe. Thanks to a friend that actually got a CD full of shareware games, and one of them was a shareware version, of course, of this game that didn't even have a title screen. This little game features 6 levels, so I'm gonna do a full playthrough to this for sure. But in that shareware version, apart from not having a title screen and some other elements, it had 4 levels. Actually, one of them was incomplete. 4 levels out of the 6. So I got a little bit of information about this game on dosgamesarchive.com, and let me read this real quick. The game includes 6 levels. Wait a minute. This was made by Wiring Software. The game includes 6 levels. The author wrote this game to practice VGA programming. The goal was to create a PC game with parallax scrolling layers that would run smoothly on his 486 computer, basically 25 megahertz. He didn't plan to release this Mario game, instead he used the engine to make more original games that he actually made, a bunch of them, including a series called Charlie the Duck, that even got a sequel. And I see some screenshots of this Charlie the Duck and a couple of others, and they pretty much look like this game right here. So yeah, this was basically the inspiration for other titles which had very similar mechanics. I'm gonna select a save, I guess. So yeah, I used to play. Oh yeah, I forgot about this thing. Have to increase the cycles on DOSBox. There you go. Now it runs at a normal speed, I believe. There you go. So basically, I use Control for running, Alt for jumping, and when I get a fire flower, I will have to use space for shooting fireballs. So it uses 3 buttons instead of 2. Wait, what happened to the fish? It despawned. And now it appeared again. So yeah, I used to play the shit out of this game back in 98. And you will see at some point the final level is a castle. That castle was actually featured in the shareware, but it didn't have any exit, so I thought the game was basically... I mean, I didn't think at the time that was... Back then I thought it was a maze, essentially. So I was looking for the exit for hours, literally, in that one level. Because eventually you go through pipes and then you are sent back to the beginning of the level. So I thought I was missing out some pipe or something, but in reality it was taking me back to the beginning, just like in here, as you can see. I wasn't expecting that, to be honest. But yeah, I played, even if it was a shareware, it was incomplete. I used to play the shit out of this game. That was cool. Well, as you can... I mean, if you noticed, by reading the description and basically what I told you at the beginning, the game is very short in general. 6 levels is not much more than 4, right? So yeah, I used to be able to play 4 levels back in the day, but this one got only a couple of extra levels. But I guess it's nice for at least being able to find out that the castle level was not a maze, but it was basically incomplete. So as you can see, this Mario game as such got inspiration from basically all of the classic 2D games, except Mario 2 maybe. We got stuff for Mario 1, for Mario 3, The sprite is from Mario World. We got a poison mushroom in this game. Actually, in the shareware version I played, they didn't feature the poison mushroom. And yeah, there is no music. There are a few sounds. No, the most high quality sounds, obviously. Okay, I got hit by the very same Podobo again. It will be the tendency for me to get hit by the same guys again and again. Let's ignore that and let's keep going. So we can see a little bit more of the level itself. Okay, that was convenient. Wow, these guys actually respawn even if I am on the pipe. I guess it's because of the color, just like in Mario de los levels. Okay, I got the poison mushroom first. Oops. Okay, it makes a noise even if I touch the Podobo in invisibility mode. That's funny. And that's a level. If I'm not mistaken, levels 4 and 5 did not appear in the shareware. Again, I'm gonna be constantly making this comparison between the full version and the shareware version, which is the one I played back in the day. At the time, I was pretty much obsessed with 2D platformers, so I mean, it is still my favorite genre without a doubt, even till today. But back then in 97, 98, you know, finding out or discovering this game was the shit. You guys have no idea how happy I was at the time when I discovered this shareware of this little Mario game, which I knew it wasn't official, obviously. This is more like a test, engine test type of game. It was not officially published, according to what we read 5 minutes ago. And as you can see, even if it takes, I mean, even if there are 3 different buttons for performing the actions, you get used to it very quickly. So yeah, as I said before, these coming 2 levels did not appear in the shareware version. So when I was testing this a few hours ago, I realized that these levels were not in the version I played back in the day. Nothing too great, nothing too complex. Again, I understand now, after reading, sorry, the background to this one game, that it's basically a test. So by no means I'm disappointed because of the short length to the game itself. There are not many amount of levels. Again, when I was playing the shareware version back in the day, I was super happy that I was able to play Mario, even though I got frustrated because I wasn't able to find the exit in level 4 in the castle. But even if I would have been able to find the exit, you know, I would be happy only with 4 levels. I was happy with only 4 levels. So stage 5, this is the one we saw in the demo. I could explore a little bit more of the pipes because I know in every level there must be at least one bonus area thanks to the pipes. But I know some of these actually send you back in the level. Actually, I shouldn't even worry about that. If I'm not mistaken, if I game over, I can pretty much load my game. Remember, they're like saving files. Yeah, piranha plants look very different in this one. Wasn't there a Mario game that featured piranha plants that look like those ones? Could be wrong. So yeah, this is a little bit of a bonus area. But it sends me back to almost the beginning. Okay, I cannot get the power up again. Actually, no. All of these blocks are empty. Very smart. I'm actually curious to see how this Charlie the Duck game, that basically the same guy developed, how it looks like. Maybe I will do an episode of any of the other shows and take it a look, see how it is. If I'm not mistaken, that item right there is an extra life. Yeah, I'm risking it. Probably unnecessarily. I love the noise, just like the original games. So yeah, that was level 5. Another one that didn't appear in the shareware version. Remember, in the shareware there were 4 levels instead of 6. Basically, they feature levels 1, 2, 3. In the same order we saw them now. Plus this one right here. But instead of level 6, it was basically level 4. And it didn't have an actual exit. Basically, after getting into a pipe, you restart, or it sends you back to the beginning of the level. Okay, actually this is for the better because I didn't get the power up. Oh shit, why did you stop running, Mario? I didn't give you permission. Convenient. So yeah. So you can see it's very fast paced, of course, if you hold the run button. It plays very well, I'm gonna be honest about that. It plays well, it feels actually very decent. Okay, even though I have this firepower, I rather lose it soon enough. In this part, because this coming fall is very annoying and usually die if I'm bigger. And yeah, if you go through this pipe in the shareware version, you are sent back, as I said before, to the beginning of the game. But in here, instead, we got this other room. That is essentially the end of the game. As you can see there, the exit sign is very clear. The end. Exclamation point, exclamation point. And that's the game. We obviously shouldn't consider this an official Mario game or something that should have more levels. As I said before, I was happy back in the day being able to play only 4 levels, even if it was frustrated at parts. And I'm not less disappointed today because the full version was just slightly longer, right? Not at all. Okay, now it's only became faster. Probably because I increased the cycles in DOSBox a little bit too much. Maybe I should decrease them in order to have normal speed. Even though the one difference that we notice here is the background color, but it doesn't even say level 7, sorry. You know what? Let's get killed by the mushroom. The poison evil mushroom. So yeah, guys, that was Mario and Luigi for DOS. Another of those games, even if it was a shareware, that I played and enjoyed back in the day in my older Mita computer, thanks to a friend that actually lent it to me. Back then, we actually got from, these games from the CDs, and I used to be able to install them from the actual CD or sometimes copy them to a floppy disk. That's what we used to do back in the day. So yeah, good memories, good times. So thank you for watching, everybody, and I'll see you next time with another first PC gaming memory.